Okay, let's settle this once and for all. I'm not saying other generations didn't have great Christmases, but I am saying if you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you experienced a specific, magical, and let's be honest, slightly flammable kind of holiday magic that just doesn't exist anymore. This was the peak, the absolute zenith of Christmas. And I've got the slightly tacky decorations and emotional scars to prove it. It started with the build-up, and no, I'm not talking about the modern Christmas creep-in that starts in September. The season officially kicked off with that sound. You know the one. That sound meant it was time. The Charlie Brown Christmas special was on. You dropped everything. Linus explaining the true meaning of Christmas with that blanket. It wasn't just a show, it was a ritual. Then your mom dragged out that one specific box from the basement or attic, the one that smelled like pure nostalgia and mothballs. You weren't just decorating a tree, you were conducting a high-stakes operation. You had to meticulously place each individual piece of tinsel. Or if your family was feeling extra fancy, you'd break out the delicate pearl garlands. You hung those beautiful, fragile glass ball ornaments that felt like they were wrapped in silky threads. And let's not forget the absolute trial by fire of untangling the Christmas lights. You'd plug them in to test them, and if you so much as brushed against a bulb, third-degree burns. Same goes for that popular ceramic Christmas tree with the little plastic bulbs that got hot enough to brand you. The decor wasn't complete without the ceramic holiday plates on the wall, those giant hollow plastic candles for the yard that would blow over in the slightest breeze, and those kinda ugly metal tins that held cookies, or were actually secret storage for more ornaments. And hanging on the mantle, those lightweight, glittery acrylic stockings that you were sure wouldn't hold a thing. And the entertainment, you couldn't just stream whatever you wanted. You had to wait. The TV guide was your Bible. You gathered as a family for Rudolph and Frosty, and then there was Mickey's Christmas Carol. Anyone else remember being a little kid and getting genuinely terrified by Jacob Marley and the coffin opening to a flaming portal? It was way darker than you expected. Then there was the Gremlins. Oh man. You'd convince your parents it was a cute movie about funny creatures, and then bam, you're getting life lessons about chimney-related Santa tragedies and watching cute Mogwai turn into slimy, evil monsters. That movie traumatized a generation and probably ruined Santa for a lot of us. But the real centerpiece of the season, the toy catalogs. The Sears wish book was more important than any textbook. You'd spend hours meticulously circling every single thing you wanted, knowing full well you'd maybe get one or two of them. And that was the magic. You got less stuff all year round, so every single present under the tree on Christmas morning felt like a massive, incredible event. You'd also keep an eye out for the Toys R Us commercials, memorizing the new stuff they were showcasing, and the marketing was everywhere. Remember the sheer desperation of begging your parents to go to McDonald's? Not for the food, but to complete your collection of those holiday Muppet Babies figurines? Or maybe your family went to Burger King, and you had to get the entire set of those plush Rodney reindeer and his family. You needed the whole crew. Rodney, Rhonda, Reggie, and Rita. The vibe was everywhere. You'd listen to the same 2 Disney Christmas albums on the radio or record player on a loop while you decorated. You'd make DIY crafts at school, popsicle stick reindeer, paper chains, pom-pom ornaments, and those pine cones that got glitter everywhere. Your grandma would send you Ziggy cards that were so weirdly philosophical. You'd eat Christmas dinner off of those vinyl placemats with the geese on them. And then on Christmas Eve, you'd set out a plate of cookies, milk, and if you were a little extra like me, a carrot for Santa's reindeer. Hang your ET stocking on the mantle and go to bed buzzing with an anticipation that kids today will never understand. Christmas morning would finally arrive. You'd tear into your presents, only to hit the ultimate Gen X buzzkill, the most dreaded phrase of the 80s. We're out of D batteries. Every single awesome toy, your new remote control car or speak and spell, took like 5 of them. Your new gear was suddenly just a sad, silent piece of plastic until someone made an emergency run to the drugstore. But let's talk about the ultimate Christmas morning game changer toward the end of the 80s. The Holy Grail. The gift that separated the cool houses from the legends. I'm talking about getting a Nintendo Entertainment System. This wasn't just a toy. This was a paradigm shift. That flat gray box contained entire worlds. That moment you ripped off the wrapping paper and saw it, your brain short-circuited. This was it. You had arrived. Suddenly your TV wasn't for watching anymore, it was for doing. You'd hook it up, blow into that cartridge like your life depended on it, because it did, and hear that glorious 8-bit jingle as the title screen for Super Mario Bros. Loaded up. It was a core memory forged in pixelated glory. It absolutely rocked our worlds. It was messy, it was hands-on, it was sometimes a little dangerous, and it was never, ever perfect. But it was real. It was magic you had to wait for, work for, and untangle yourself. So here's to us, Gen X. We may have gotten burned by Christmas lights, traumatized by gremlins, and driven our parents insane for a Rodney reindeer plush. But we also experienced the most authentically magical Christmases in history. So what did I miss? What was your quintessential 70s, 80s Christmas memory? Was it Nintendo? The CBS special sound? Throw it in the comments below. And if you remember the pain of the D battery disappointment, hit that like button. It's therapy. See you next time.